Welcome to the G Spot Experience with your girl Germaine. And hey, I got another coffee brew for you today. Today's brew is going to be the gift and goodbyes, but we'll get into that later. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Jesse Moss, good to have you on this morning. You are truly faithful. So that's my Instagram friend, Jesse Moss 92775, and it's great to always have her chiming in with us. And so today's message, or let me not say message, because this is about our coffee. So, what are you guys drinking today? I have my coffee, and if you have forgotten to grab something to drink, then you know what? Order it off the menu behind me. But I don't know if you'll get it, but it's all in spirit. So, I've been having some internet issues and I'm trying to do a direct connect to my Ethernet cable, but my studio platform is still showing that it's connected to Wi Fi, even though I turned it off. So it's doing its own thing. And so every so often I catch myself freezing up. So I hope you're able to get the communication come across to your feed well. We'll see, because I don't want you to miss anything. But if you are chiming in, you know how we do. We take a pause to pour into purpose. So I really need you to let me know that you're in the community. Just say hi or let me know what you're drinking. Not everybody's a coffee drinker, especially on these hot days. You might want a smoothie or you might just want a refreshing iced tea or iced coffee. Not sure, whatever works for you. It's all good. I just want you to sneak away and take a quick coffee break with me to get the topic of the day, right? Or let me say the brew of the day. So, once again, today's brew is the gift and goodbyes. Whew. Let me ask you, have you had to tell someone lately goodbye? Someone, something, a job, something? Thank you, Jesse, so much for saying these coffee breaks are amazing. I really hope that the information that's coming forth, like I said, I'm always the first partaker of it, but I hope it resonates with someone else out there. And some of the feedback I've been getting from people that's been catching the coffee breaks after the live stream on the YouTube channel and other platforms, my Facebook and my Instagram. I appreciate you so for the comments, good comments, negative comments, whatever it is, I invite it. And so, if this is something that truly resonates with you, then you know what? Stay connected to the community. And if it's something you're curious about and you're unsure, I had a message the other day saying, I didn't know Black people had a G spot. Now, that could have went two ways, right? That could have went two ways in my response. But you know what? I did respond. And some would have taken it totally negative, but I saw it as an opportunity, a teachable moment opportunity. And I invited them, since you was checking out the G spot and you preferred the coffee, then you know what? Continue to join the coffee breaks and check out some of the previous coffee brews to find out what the G spot experience is all about. Because sometimes it's not always what it appears to be, right? It's not always what you think it is. So I want you to just take your mindset and do some research. And then, I just said in the message, and then once you experience some of the other coffee breaks, then come back and tell me your thoughts. Okay. And that's how I left that. But hey, I welcome it. I welcome feedback. I welcome your comments. And so, but on that note, I'm not going to hold you long because boy, I have some serious deadlines I have to meet today. So, I love publishing and I have people bringing stories to the market every week. And I'm super excited for them. And so, right now, I have a heavy book load and I have some dates coming up, some release dates coming up. And I know today I'm wrapping up a new book for a partner company that I've been working with. And so, right now, we got to get the work done. But in the process, before getting all the work done, I just wanted to stop by and I wanted to say, you know what? Let's talk about the gift and goodbyes. So, you know how we do. We take a pause and we pour into purpose. And with that being said, let's talk truth. Goodbyes, they do hurt. Let's be honest. And if you recently had to say goodbye to somebody, had to close the door to something, sometimes it could be painful. It could be coming to the end of a road for a relationship, a divorce taking place, and it could be the ending of a season at a job, and you don't know really what your new prospects are in front of you. It could be anything. It could be you closing doors for self internally, mentally, spiritually, in order to be able to have new doors open up for you. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, sometimes it hurts. You may shed some tears. In all honesty, listen, I always say I'm a crier, right? So I don't know if you've been watching, but the season just went off. But I was watching Love Island. Yes, I was watching Love Island. That's one of my favorite shows. My husband always say, I don't get it. It's okay. You don't have to get it. But you know what? When they closed that door to let Shelly and Ace off the show, I cried. I did. I couldn't believe it. And then when I saw who they kept, I was like, why? Okay, let me not get emotional regarding the TV show. But sometimes we get so invested in these shows, in these people. They're real people with real issues, they're real challenges. Cannot be on that show. Jesse, you got to tell me why. But yes, I'm not going to make this about Love Island. I'm not, but I am wrapping up the UK one. So, but I'm not going to make it about Love Island. But I just use that as an example because sometimes saying goodbye or the gift in goodbyes, goodbyes, it does hurt sometime. And you may find yourself shed a tear. Good morning, Leslie. Thank you for chiming in this morning. And so just know that deadline will be out right after this. So, but needless to say, let's get into this message because I don't want to hold you long. Like I said, I have a busy day today and I got some things I must make happen, right? So, like I said, goodbyes can hurt, even when they're necessary. Good morning, Diana Knox Cooper, who was our guest on last Friday's Authors Brew. Make sure you check that one out, okay? Very emotional at some points. She always gets me crying, right? And so, even when sometimes saying goodbye is so necessary for where you must go on your journey, even when it's the right thing to do, remember, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt sometimes. When the end of a road is coming and that door should be closed, it absolutely must be closed. But you know what we do sometimes, right? We hold on to things because we get comfortable, we get complacent, we don't know what the other side of that door may look like. And so we hold on to things. Hello, Courtney Talbot. Blessed day to you also. Thank you for joining in. And I see you're new to the community, the Hope of Vision Connect community. And so thank you for having coffee with us today or whatever you're drinking. But we're talking about the gift and goodbyes. But what if we begin to see them as an ending, as endings? As well, let me say that again. What if we begin to see those goodbyes not as endings, but as an invitation? Think about that. Because, a lot of times I think sometimes it's hard to say goodbye is because we know that it feels like it's final. When you lose a loved one, you can never go back. You can never say the things you wish you had said. You can never apologize. You can never just tell them how much you love them or, because that is so final. And so, but if you do have an opportunity when you have to say goodbye, let's look at it from a different vantage point. Don't look at it as it's the ending of something. Maybe it's the invitation for something new. It could be an invitation to your growth. It could be an invitation to your healing. It can be an invitation to walk freely towards the next version of who you're becoming. Have you ever thought about that in saying goodbye to certain things or certain people? And I know for me, I have so many different examples when it was hard to say goodbye, but you know what? I knew I was at the end of a season. It happened to me in the workplace. I was leaving corporate America and I was making a whole transition from Connecticut to Georgia. And the unknown is scary because you don't know what to expect. And the funny thing with that, if you're someone that likes to control or feel like you have to be in control, you always want to hold on to what you think is safe, even if it's not good for you, right? So, but if you change the way you see saying goodbye to a thing, it may open up new opportunities even within yourself to want to get over that thing a lot quicker, especially if it wasn't good for you. Especially if you find this is so toxic. Why do I put myself through this? Why am I staying here? Stop holding yourself up from what you deserve. Now, like I said, I don't know anybody's situation, so that could be anything in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be relationships or a person, it could be a thing. It could be you within yourself overcoming, getting to another level within your own personal growth, right? So with today's brew, it reminds us that not all departures are defeats. Some are divine. Whew, I could think of some of those right now. It was literally destiny. It was a part of my divine destiny to move beyond that place, because if I had stayed stuck, I wouldn't be here where I'm at. So a door had to close in order for me to take the next steps to my purpose. And but oh man, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about quite a few things. I'm thinking about people that I knew I had to get out of my life because for some reason, even from business relationships to personal relationships, I'm just thinking about two in particular, and I'm not going to really go into details about them because I have moved so far past them. But I remember how being in these relationships, how they made me feel. And these were work relationships, how I was made to feel. And it was a type of pressure that I just didn't like who I was under that pressure of feeling like I didn't have the power to say, I don't want to do this no more, you know? And but it took getting to a point of literally a blow up in order for me to do what I knew I should have done long before then. And you hate for things to get to that place, but you know what? Whatever it takes, right? God will get our attention however he can. And so it's unfortunate because you could lose relationships. I'm talking about ties completely severed that you no longer even speak to the people anymore. But if it's for your health and your growth and your spiritual awareness and walk, then you know what? Maybe it was worth it. Maybe it was worth it. Maybe it was supposed to be like that. It's unfortunate that it had to get to such a place because I didn't have the strength and the power within myself to know the power in my no and the power of me taking the lead over me being the leader in my life and not letting anybody control that. I don't care in what capacity, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a work relationship, whether it's I don't care what it is. Remember and listen to the previous coffee breaks that talk about pretty much you are the leader, taking the lead role in your own life and not giving that top spot up to anybody. Don't become somebody else supporting cast member in your life. But I'm not going to get into that message. You just have to go back to a previous coffee brew. We talk all about it. So but once again, the gift in goodbyes, now that I think about this more, it is sometimes a gift because, man, let me tell you, in those two scenarios, you know, It was a gift to say goodbye, and Imma tell you, when I did say goodbye, let me tell you my whole response. It was like, whew, weights literally had just fallen off of me, you know, because at that moment of getting the courage to say, "You know what? I'm better than this. I don't have to deal with this. Listen, I don't need this in my life right now. I'm doing just fine without it." So, but when you get to that place, Imma tell you, talk about I felt so light. I felt like I was floating. Literally, if I had wings, I would have flown, you know? And unfortunately, I do consider myself an eagle that soars, but in reality, I don't have wings to fly. But man, in my mind, I was flying. And so I say that because I want to encourage anybody. Give yourself the gift of saying goodbye to some people in your life. It's a gift. Trust me, it's a gift. And I have been lighter. And you know what's so amazing? When those roadblocks, people, things, or whatever are removed from your life, when those things are removed from your life, you know what happens? Doors and opportunities that you had been holding up because you didn't know how to say no. So I encourage people, give yourself the gift to say goodbye to people, some people in your life. Say goodbye, free yourself, open up doors and opportunities that's waiting for you to get in right alignment. Trust me, it's good. I promise you. And when you do that, just hit me up and say, "You know what? I just freed myself." I'll know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. So, one of my good friends just joined in on Instagram. Hey, Harmon Entertainment Group, ENT Group. So, we just had this conversation yesterday. So, this message may really resonate with you. So, I want to give you the gift of saying goodbye to some people in your life, right? But nevertheless, let me finish getting into this message because I'm already over my time. But I do want to say, and I have a few more things I do want to discuss, but let me get into them real quick, right? So, remember, today's brew is just to remind us that all departures are not defeats. Some are divine. The relationship, that job, that version of you that you had to let go. Yes, the version of you that it's like, man, if I don't do something different, I don't know where my life is going to end up at. Some things, even self, you have to let go of things and you have to get renewed, refresh, start anew, move forward from the old you to the new you. Now, mind you, people may still try to keep you stuck in the old you, but you know what? You just keep living. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. Your work will speak for you. If you keep doing what you need to do, people will eventually catch on, right? And you're not living this life for them anyway. So, yes, don't get stuck as we talk. The pivot. Yes, pivot from the old version to the new version that's right in front of you, right? So, but let me say this. Remember, people serve a season in your life. Everybody's not meant to go through your whole entire journey with you. You just have to know and recognize and pay attention. Pay attention to those little signs, that still voice that's letting you know this season is over. It's time for you to let go. Stop holding on to this for whatever reason you think is best for you because it's hurting you. Remember that. Listen to the voices in your mind. Listen to your spirit, that's telling you, okay, you've gotten everything out of this. Now it's time to exit. So give them the gift and say goodbye. It's okay. Make you the priority, right? And so, and with that, now it's time for something new to bloom in your future, in your presence now. So let me help you here, right? There is a gift in goodbye: clarity, strength, peace, and yes, space. Pay attention to this part, right? Give yourself space to breathe. Give yourself space. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my dog. Penny, Penny. Stop. I'm live. Give yourself space to rediscover yourself. Penny, Penny, Penny. Give yourself space for divine alignment. Hey, listen. All right. So today, instead of mourning the ending of that thing, let's celebrate making some room for yourself because you're not empty. You're being prepared. Courtney, that's funny. Courtney says, Penny is preaching. Okay, Penny. Thank you. Good girl. That's right. Hey, Amanda neighbors. Amanda's new book, just to let you guys know, is an Amazon bestseller. When love pours, love speaks. Penny, Penny, chill. Okay, Penny. Penny, get down because you're making too much noise right now. So I am so sorry, y'all. But all right. Courtney, thank you so much for being encouraged. And Jesse, Penny needs space. Penny, Penny, we need space. Come on, come with me. Come with me. Come on. You want to make all this noise. Listen, y'all. Let's bring Penny in. So, Penny, Penny, say hi to the people. Say no, no. Listen, listen, listen. Everybody sees you now. Everybody sees you. Yes, Penny. Penny, stop. Okay, y'all. This is Penny. And yes, Penny is having a moment. I guess she hears my husband coming in the house. Penny, chill, girl. Okay, thank you. Goodness. I got you. All right, I got you. And on that note, guys, you know how we do. We sip slow, we honor the shift, and we embrace what's next. Penny, they say you're cute, but right now you're being loud. Shh. Penny, Penny. Okay. Okay, maybe you're just celebrating, the gift of goodbye, this message. Maybe it was a good one, right? Okay. All right, Penny. So, guys, thank you so much. This message was good for me. Ooh, I'm going to start giving gifts of goodbyes when necessary. I'm not going to hesitate. I'm not going to hold on. I am going to start giving some gifts out. It's that season of giving. All right. So if you two are somebody that need to give a gift of goodbye, don't hesitate. Stop thinking about it. Stop wondering what the other side of it is going to look like. I can truly say, once you open that space up, that room up, boy, just watch out for all the new things that will enter into your life that is so much healthier and so much better for you, right? So, Courtney, I also have my book as well that just hit Amazon, From My Morning to My Morning. I love it. Courtney, I need to bring you on a Friday, Authors Brew Friday. So hey, let me know if you're available at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And you know what? Maybe we can talk about it this Friday if you're available. So just hit me up. Send me a DM in my Facebook and let me know because maybe we can get you on for everyone to chime in and we talk tea about your book from morning to my morning. And so, guys, thank you so much. And you know what, Courtney, your title on the paths of grief, it truly aligns with sometimes saying goodbye because saying goodbye could be finals, saying goodbye, but just look at it in a different way. Just like we talked about in this message, sometimes you can turn that grief into your strength, okay? Into opportunities to be able to really help you on your journey. So, let's talk about it, Courtney. I look forward to bringing you in for Authors Brew Friday. So, once again, guys, thank you so much. And go support Courtney's book. Also, go get a copy of Amanda's book and stay tuned because Diana's pre sale campaign is coming soon. So, you can get her book 3 as well. So, with that being said, have an amazing day and make sure, don't be selfish, give some gifts out because you probably need to, right? So make sure you give some gifts out. And if you have not already, in our description, make sure you go in and you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Hope of Vision Connect. We are progressing up, moving, the numbers are moving, and our next milestone is to get 20,000 followers. So but it's going to take all of you to help me. So make sure you subscribe, leave your comments and your likes. I look forward to it. And thank you for joining the community. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and please be safe. Bye now. Say bye, Penny. Say bye.